Hello world, scope people, YouTube and Facebook people, and whoever platform you're watching it on. So day 4 of my what am I seeing? Welcome, Robert. Glad you're here. So just kind of talking about my meditation experience these past few days, and I'm continuing to feel a sense of presence, a sense of relaxation, and a sense of, I guess, groundedness in my life. Um, yeah, just an overriding um, layer of, it's hard to put into words, but just that kind of pervades everything, which is really nice. The getting, anxiety and different things like that I used to experience are not nearly as prevalent anymore, or if they are, they're just easier to handle, which is nice. The biggest thing that's coming up for me right now is it's time to get some friggin' sleep. I know that there's a point at which we can generate enough, positive energy within our being that we don't need as much sleep. At least I feel that there is, but there's also something about being in the human body that we need some sleep. And in doing this, I've got a full life already, and I've added a couple hours a day with the meditation, the time to do the scope, the post the videos, all that stuff, and just taking extra time, just the way that it goes. And it's important to me. I considered scrapping this a few days ago and just saying, screw it, I tried, and it's not working. I'm not going to worry about it. And welcome, D-Rex, how you doing? So yeah, I considered scrapping this a few days ago, and because just so much extra time that this is taking up. And honestly, it's really important to me. I felt called to do this when I first started. Something actually well before I first started, months ago. Actually, I felt called to do this, and once I've started, the transformations that have come into my being have been wonderful so far. It's only day 4, and I can sense that if I continue with it, how this will transform my life, and everything around it will be. Welcome, Michelle. Glad to see you. How this will transform my life will be amazing, and something I can't even see right now. But I'm also sensing that it's causing me to make better choices, I guess, and to evaluate what's really important to me. Thank you. I appreciate the hearts very much. As we continue to do things in our life that mean something to us and that are of value, it's going to put it's going to make it very, very clear what things serve us and what things don't serve us. It's going to put in front of our face choices that we have to make as to where to go and what to do next. And it's not necessarily choices between what's bad and what's good. That's a pretty obvious and easy choice to make. It's the ones that are between what's like better and what's best that's can be very difficult sometimes. And that's what I'm seeing right now in my own life. I've kind of let go of a lot of the crap that's unnecessary. I still hang out and have fun and have a good time, but a lot of the time wasting stuff that is pretty prevalent in society, just kind of wasting time playing with Facebook a lot, or watching a lot of TV, or various things like that, I let go a long time ago. But like, for example, this evening, there was a yoga workshop ceremony thing that was going on. And I love the yoga studio that I go to, and I get a lot of benefit out of going, hanging out with the people, the training that we do, a lot of positive energy, etc. And there are many times when it's incredibly valuable to go. That being said, tonight I knew that it was already 6 o'clock, 6:30. I hadn't done hardly any of my meditation yet. Hadn't done my scope. Hadn't done anything, and I knew that it would be late before I got to bed. Or I knew that if I went, it would be 10:30 or so before I got back. And there was some other things I had to do this evening as well, or that I chose to do this evening as well. That's another thing, is we don't have to do anything. There is nothing we have to do, and if we have that phrase, recognize the illusion in it. It's everything is our choice. Yeah, everything is our choice. We are the masters of our own life. And so I kind of felt inside and said, what seems right? And I decided to go. And I did. I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. I got a lot of positive energy. Felt like I got some good training out of it. At the same time, I came home, I did my other things, and meditated, and I'm scoping now, and it's like 1:30 in the morning, and there's another piece, and it's like, shit, I'm not going to get, welcome, glad to see you, then I'm not going to get to bed until probably at least 3, and then I have work in the morning. So it's time to make certain choices that may be difficult in how I spend my time. And like I said, it's not that the yoga thing was bad. It was wonderful. I love all the stuff that I do through that. But sometimes it's a choice of better and best. And if it's taking away from my health more than it's adding to it, if it's taking away from my area, if it is causing me to I feel like you get what I'm trying to say. I'm also a little long-winded because I'm tired, my brain's fried. Or I have tiredness and my brain is fried right now. So anyway, the point is better and best. And sometimes I'm finding that it's okay to let go of some other things that are good in the sense of an overall well-rounded health, well-being kind ofness. I'm also seeing that anger and other emotions, specifically anger though, because there's a piece of me that was going through this thought, and I've had previous days of anger at various events in my life that come up that I have to do, and getting pissed off at those, and realizing that even more clearly that it has nothing to do with what's going on outside of me. Anger at an outside thing is actually just anger that I feel at myself for my own weakness, my own lack of standing in my truth and making choices I think that are in line with my highest good. So I feel like it's that way for all of us. Any emotion that we feel is really just something projected in the outside world that we are feeling with ourselves. And I know with me, some of the reasons that I am welcome, some of the reasons that I feel those ways are my own internal insecurities, my own internal feeling like a fear of missing out on something, desire for approval of others causes me to make certain choices that then I end up kicking myself for later and create that anger inside. And then project that onto those events and onto those other people like they made me do that. No, that's bullshit. I choose my own life, and I'm master of my own life. And if I've done something that hasn't fallen in line with my true self, it's my responsibility. It's been my choice. And it is my opportunity to shift as I feel it necessary. Sometimes creates a little funkiness in the conversations we have to have, and may be difficult in some ways, but even that is growth as well. But so for all of us, I wish. No, I am not. Are you a stressed out father of 2? Ah, fair enough. Um, so, do I seem like a stressed out father of two? Fair enough. Fair enough. I appreciate the hearts. Yeah, no. Do have some stress right now. Um, Basically, I'm doing this meditation experience, and is, like I said, just bringing up very starkly in my life um, that it's time to make certain choices on how I use my time that are in line with my authentic self, um, and helping me to see why I make certain choices. And like I said, with all the things that I do, there are benefits to all of them. There's wonderful reasons behind it. I get something out of everything that I do. But it's time for me to take a broader perspective and do things that create overall well-being. Um, yeah, as a whole. And it's been great to also see the reasons why I have been making the choices that I've been making. It helps it easier to, I guess, accept, let go, um, and come back inside. So I hope that is helpful. Um, Anybody on the broadcast now have any thoughts, questions, comments, anything in their life that they're going through that they would like a little bit of clarity or on? No, guess not. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's kind of all I've got for the evening. Again, if you guys have any questions or thoughts, comments on whatever, I am totally down to just chat for a bit. Otherwise, I'm going to let it go for the evening. All right, fair enough. Well, I wish you guys and everybody else that is watching this, whenever you watch it, much love and blessings. May you also see inside of you whatever is going on. May you gain the strength to make whatever choices need to be made in your world. And the awareness to realize that any anger, any emotions, anything that you feel directed towards the outside is actually how you're sensing or how you're feeling about yourself. And to go back in and look inside and say, why am I sensing this? What am I doing in my own life? What choices am I making that are creating these emotions? And how can I shift my actions? How can I change my internal world rather than fighting with the external world? And I think that you'll find, and I know that I'll find as well, that the external world begins to shift as we honor our own truth inside. So, much love, take care, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow.